amazing duo TV, Tony and Victor.
So we're gonna go for the high percentage good shots. Yeah, just keep communicating. We'll see how we go in our first game. Let's go!
It was our first official doubles match, but Joe and I were feeling really comfortable and played and hit some good tennis. I even served a whole bunch of aces on my service game.
Whoa. Oh wow.
So, 2 days before the tournament, I was doing some research and I found out about poaching. Now, basically poaching in tennis is when the net player intercepts the ball and volleys the heck out of it. So, you know me, I play volleyball, I love to volley, and that was going to be my game plan.
Awesome.
Now, I wish I could say it went smoothly after having that mental unlock, but it didn't. I failed again and again. And to make matters worse, Tony and Victor were hitting some really nice serves and shots. But the beauty of doubles is that you have a partner covering your weaknesses, and Joe was there with her consistent ground strokes, which gave us a whole heap of opportunities to win the point.
Okay, nice shot. Yeah, nice shot. So, won our first match. What was it? 6-1? 6-1, 6-1.
We played our plan, I think it worked.
Yeah.
So that was good.
And then there's some shots where they hit it really wide to you.
Oh
and
yeah.
you can still go I
made the grunt sound.
Yeah. To be honest, even though the score was like 6-1, 6-1, I feel like if they got into their rhythm, there was actually a few points where it was like really close.
Yeah. Their shots, if they got over the net, it would be like really hard to get.
Tony had one point where he served like super well, and Victor, he would return it really short, and it would like kill both of us. So, yeah.
Fun game.
All right, let's go for next week. All right, we're back for second week of the CACC doubles tournament. We're versing Janice and Wes. What's our game plan, Joe?
They're both baseline players for the most part. We'll try and use the volley game.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna keep up the pressure and just keep the morale up. All right, let's go. All right, Joe's gonna serve. She's kind of scared, but she's got this.
Janice and Wes prefer baselining, but Wes will not hesitate to approach if he sees a good shot. But because Janice and Wes prefer being at the baseline, it gave us some extra opportunities to volley it at the net. We put some critical volleys away and we finished the first set 6-1. Although we won the first set convincingly, Janice and Wes were not deterred and they brought their A game into the second set. We started to trail behind slightly, but in a battle of endurance, I knew that me and Joe would take it. However, the pressure was really getting to us. We started to hit out, hit into the net, and Janice and Wes was hitting some really good shots. We started to dig deep, and we managed to hit some really good winners.
Tennis TV.
We won a couple of critical rallies, And with that, we were able to close out the second set 6-4.
So, how'd the game go, Joe?
It was really fun. I think we didn't play as much tennis this week, so then we're a bit more like nervous, and we just focused on every point.
My heart's still pounding, eh? I'm like so, I don't know why I'm so nervous.
Yeah, we just had to make sure we were
Yeah.
in offense when we should be in offense, and defense,
Yeah.
like move back at the right time,
Yeah.
because he just like hit winners at us.
Yeah.
And his winners are really sharp.
So next week, I don't know who we have. I think it might be Shirley and Shannon.
Yep, and they're playing right now, so we're gonna
yeah.
scout them out a bit.
Really? They're there. Oh crap.
Whoa.
Oh.
Take it easy.
Sup, we are back for round 3. We are versing Elam and Elaine. It's gonna be a good match. They're probably the duo that plays the most like us. Joe and Elaine are good at baselining, and me and Elam will probably be playing at the net. Oh, what's our strat?
Find out.
Yeah.
For this match, we wanted to focus on our game plan to make sure we volleyed and rallied at the right moments, and didn't focus too much on trying to strategize against them since they were so similar to us. We thought that if we could play the best that we could, then we would definitely be able to clinch the victory. One of the deciding factors for this match would be how me and Elam performed against each other, and straight away I knew it was going to be a tough match. Even though that one was out, I could tell that Elam was volleying really well tonight, and he was just all over the place and intercepting all the shots. In response, we started to avoid hitting to Elam, and we managed to grab the momentum back and win the first set. In set 2, Elam shows no signs of stopping, and he just continues to volley the heck out of us. Hitting away from Elam worked really well in the first set, so we tried to do it again. It was paying off pretty well, and we had managed to tie up the set 3-all. They also started to implement their own strategy and started hitting more towards Joe and avoiding me, and it was working out pretty well for them as well. However, Jo was holding her own, and she got some pretty sick volleys. We struggled to put away the crucial points, and after this intense rally, they broke us and ended the set 6-3 in their favor. So far, the match has gone super even, and me and Jo knew that we still had it in us to get the victory. We're pretty comfortable playing against each other now, and we started to trade blows pretty evenly. This game was a really tough loss for me. I felt like I was the worst player on the court, and I didn't quite have the muscle memory to hit some of the shots that I needed. I couldn't quite hit the volleys that I needed, or I couldn't even return some deep shots that were given to me. And because of that, I felt like Jo was then given a really tough shot to return. So I felt really sorry for Jo, but actually I think a lot of this was in my head, and I was putting a lot of pressure on myself. This loss really motivated me, and I started to put in a lot more time and effort into my tennis technique. I didn't want to be bogged down by thinking about my technique during the game, so that I could have more mental space to concentrate on the strategy to try and help me and Joe win in the later rounds.
Alright, we're back with our last round of pool matches.
Yep.
What's our game plan today, Joe?
We're gonna hit deep to the backhand
Yep.
and away from Shirley.
Yeah, let's go, because she doesn't really chase balls, so...
The game kicked off with a really good rally, and we could see straight away what their game plan was. They were trying to place the ball away from me, so they would try lobbing, passing me, but unfortunately, due to some of the nerves, they hit it a little bit too deep and they were hitting it out. Sherman and Shirley are a great duo together as they're quite scrappy. We had a lot of great rallies, and it basically came down to who had the best shot into open space. Joe and I were executing our game plan really well. We were hitting it deep and pressuring Sherman, and he would always have to try run and grab some tough shots, but he managed to get us with this sick lob. Honestly, this game was all about placement and forcing them to hit some really tough shots. This was Shirley's forte, and she hit some really good angles and drop shots on both of us. During this game, I was feeling really confident in my forehand, and I placed these next two shots really deep into the far corner. I was feeling so confident, I actually nearly volleyed Shirley, but luckily I only just hit her frame. Jo also started playing really hot, and she even landed her own ace, and she also landed some sick winners. We were comfortably in the driver's seat for the entire match, and we had executed our game plan perfectly.
Alright, we are finished with our match.
And we executed the plan,
Yeah.
so it worked.
Yep, we put heaps of pressure and forced them to commit a lot of errors, and yeah, we managed to win in convincing fashion.
Yes.
So now we just got playoffs to worry about and final game and improve for next week. Let's go. Yo, we are back for semi-finals playing Tony and Victor. We haven't played them since round 1 and they've improved heaps.
I think we'll still use the same strat as the previous game, which is to be consistent and hit deep.
Yep.
Target whoever is not on fire.
Yeah, Victor's been playing super on fire. He played singles last night with Elam and he pushed him quite a bit. Let's just keep the pressure at the net and play our own game. Let's go!
Go!
From the beginning, it was pretty clear both our game plans was to try aim the weaker player. We tried to aim Tony at the start, and they were also trying to force Joe's hand as well. The set starts off pretty hotly contested, and it was a race between Joe and Tony to see who would adjust to the pressure the best. It didn't help that Victor was also playing super hot during the first set, and he was just hitting winners against me and Joe. Victor started to cool down a little bit, and that was our opportunity to go on the offense to take the first set. In the second set, we had a really slow start because we were feeling super tight and we started to fall behind. We noticed that Victor cooled off quite a bit and Tony was actually hitting really well, so we changed up the plan and we started to aim Victor instead. This worked out really well for us as we were trying to make him run a lot, put him under a lot of pressure and try force errors as much as possible out of him. The change in strategy was working out really well and we could tell from Victor's body language that he was starting to feel the pressure from us. We managed to catch up and even out the score, and that's when the intensity started to ramp up. We started to have some really intense rallies and it was down to the wire on who would take each point. Fortunately, we managed to finish off the rallies in our favour and that helped with our morale and momentum to finish off and close the second set.
Nice, so we just finished our semis.
Yeah!
And how did you get?
We won. We're actually 6-2.
6-2 and then 6-4.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a really fun match. There was some really sick rallies near the end.
And Sydney was on fire, running around, serving really well as well.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we managed to pressure Tony in the first set, force him to do a lot of errors. And then second set, I think we felt Victor was like becoming more vulnerable, so we started to try to aim at him.
Like, it took us a while to warm up though.
Yeah,
I was hitting a lot out and doing a lot of mistakes, and then we warmed up, and then they actually started ramping up and like playing really well. So
yeah. Actually in both sets we went down like quite a bit at the start.
Yeah.
Alright, so next week we are facing the finals. Yeah, Elam and Elaine. We lost to them last time, so hopefully we get the dub in the finals. Let's go.
See what happens. Woo!
Whoa! We're here at the finals.
Whoa, we just jumped here.
Yeah, we just jumped from the semis to the finals. And we're facing Elam and Elaine. We're pretty amped to play them. What's our strategy tonight, Joe?
I think similar to last time, we're just gonna see who's playing hot and then aim for the other person.
Yeah.
No bad face.
No bad.
Just positivity.
Let's go.
The finals match was going to be a battle of serves. Elam has a really strong flat serve and we didn't have a clear answer to it. To win this match, it would be critical to break his serve. Fortunately for us, he wasn't serving too hot at the beginning and we managed to get our first break point. After such an advantageous beginning, we took the momentum and won the next couple of points. We had a huge lead, but couldn't let up because we knew it was Elam's turn to serve. Elam proceeds to dominate us with a serve and they get their first point. Now it was 4-2 and it was critical for us to put away and break Elaine's serve because that would put us to match point. If they won this one, the score would become 4-3 and they could have mounted a huge comeback. The deuces and rallies were super tight and it really went down to the wire.
Oh, nice one.
We finally got our first advantage during the deuce and we took the opportunity to put it away with a good lob over Elam and volleying at the net. I was so hyped at this point, I was popping off to Joe. Joe held her serve and we finished the first set 6-2. At the start of the second set, Elam serves really well again and he holds his first serve. However, I was also feeling it and I managed to get Elam back with mine. We didn't get the dream start this time, so we focused extra hard on trying to hit around Elam. They had exactly the same idea and they were going to try hit around me. The points even out and it was Elam's turn to serve again. Elam proceeds to make short work of us and holds his second service game. I try to step up to the challenge and I also start serving as hard as I can. We have an early lead in the point and I had the opportunity to put the point away. However, I do the unthinkable. I double folded. Not only did I shank the next two shots, I had evened up the score for them and it was deuce. I missed a really close volley and because of that, they won their first break point. This mistake would put a lot of pressure on us because Elam's serve is coming around the corner and we needed to make sure that he did not hold it. At this point, I tell Joe, if there was one point where you had to go 120%, this would be the one. But in reality, I was the one feeling the pressure and I volleyed it out. The score was 5-3 and it was Elam's turn to serve. I was feeling super hyped, so I looked to Joe and said, if we can break Elam's serve, we're gonna win it. We broke his serve, and that's when we knew we could win this.
Yeah, it was a really tough match. Elam was serving on 5 and we managed to break him and I think that was critical.
Yeah, we're like, oh, I'm just gonna hit it over.
Yeah, so like Joe hit some really good returns.
Oh, lucky.
We managed to keep pressuring Elaine and we played our own game. Alright, GG Joe, it was fun playing with you. You're a good double partner.
Glad we're teamed up.
Yeah, and you're really solid at returning and the baseline shots and obviously I'm very good at volleying.
Yes,
No.
yes, high five.
Yeah, yeah, we made a good combo and yeah, all the best for your in the club. I'm sure you'll do well.
Yeah, thank you.
That's it for the video. Oh my!